evening at Flamboro Downs. Here they come. Well, good evening, racing fans. Welcome to Flamboro Downs for racing action this Saturday evening with the first race post time of 6:25 p.m. Let's get a look at the changes on this evening's card of racing. Note there are no changes, races 1 through 5. No changes, races 1 through 5. Race number 6, number 7, Nasty Reputation. The hobbles extended 1 inch. Hobbles extended 1 inch. And races 7 through 10 have no changes. No changes, races 7 through 10. Field on post parade for race number 1. 1 is Let's Enjoy, Jason Ryan for Jacques DuPont. Number 2 is Shadow Princess, Tyler Moore for Redland Farms. Number 3, Lady Wicked, Ryan Guy for Gerald Lilly and McAlevey Farms and Fred DeClario. Number 4 is I Bet You a Kiss, Scotty Kohler for Anthony Beaton and Robert Shepard. Number 5 is Windermere Classy, Bertie Golliers for Joe Pereira and Brian and Ira Wallach. Number 7, Wicked Road, Anthony Hunt for Big Crone at Hunt Racing. Number 8 is Calico Sealster, Scott Young for Josh McKibben and Kim Smith. Number 6 is Baby Step Back, Sammy Filia for Jared Menn and Ron Nopes and Charles Gazzola. And absent from the parade 9, Boots and Bling, Dale Spence for Emma Christoforou and Joanne Colville. Well, fans, let's get a look at this field, and right away we'll go to number 3, Lady Wicked. One thing that helps Lady Wicked here is my next 2 choices in here both have drawn to the outside, post 7 and 8. And Lady Wicked is one that was racing well before a 4th last race at Mohawk. Not a bad start, but the start before it was a second in 154 with a 27-2 final quarter. Lady Wicked, 7 wins in 30 starts last year, and we've seen enough of this one with good recent form to think that Lady Wicked could have a pretty good look at things here, especially with the poor draw of my next 2 choices. Number 7, Wicked Road, is one that missed about 4 weeks before that last race and yet did manage to score a second. Wicked Road won 9 out of 21 starts last year, so you got to pay attention to Wicked Road even from this tough post assignment. Certainly fits very well in this spot as dropping in class off of a second. Wicked Road at 3-1 looms in here. Number 8, Calico Sealster has been racing consistently well, and Calico Sealster back-to-back wins coming in, and before that had a run of top 3 finishes. Calico Sealster, even from post A, is a threat to win, and you get 12-1, so it might be worth the shot. Scott Young for Joshua McKibben off back-to-back wins in this class. And number 2, Shadow Princess, well, he's one that raced well January the 10th from the trailer post to finish second. Shadow Princess, second to Calico Sealster, and now gets a better post. So Shadow Princess, there's the value sleeper play at 16-1. is rolling for race number 1. Let's Enjoy, Shadow Princess, Lady Wicked on the inside. In the center, I Bet You a Kiss, Windermere Classy. And on the outside, Baby Step Back, Wicked Road, Calico Sealster. And the second tier, Boots and Bling. It's a field of 9 for race number 1. Here they come. Field is at this start of the rough and Windermere Classy with Wicked Road, the first couple to leave home. Lady Wicked on the inside, then Baby Step Back, Calico Sealster, and Let's Enjoy is racing 6th. Then it's Shadow Princess and I Bet You a Kiss, and trailing the field is Boots and Bling. Wicked Road is able to bust out and get the lead. Calico Sealster on the outside is pressing on. The outside 2 post positions have the top 2 spots, and Calico Sealster is trying to sprint up and take the lead and grab it from Wicked Road. Clears to the front. Windermere Classy's racing 3rd. Then position 4th is Lady Wicked, and 5th is Baby Step Back. Then it is back to Let's Enjoy and Shadow Princess and I Bet You a Kiss, and Boots and Bling is trailing 28-1 opening quarter. Wicked Road at 2-1's got the lead. Calico Sealster at 18-1 is racing 2nd. Windermere Classy on the outside first up now. Lady Wicked is covered up on the inside, and Baby Step Back is second over racing 5th. 6th on the inside, Let's Enjoy. Baby Step Back went off stride, so Let's Enjoy takes over 5th now. Then Shadow Princess and I Bet You a Kiss and Boots and Bling. 59 halftime, 30-4 second split. And it is Wicked Road who's got the lead. Wicked Road, Windermere Classy, Calico Sealster filling the pocket. Let's Enjoy is racing 4th, and Lady Wicked is boxed in on the inside. And then it is back to Shadow Princess, part of the outer flow with a lot of work to do. I Bet You a Kiss, and racing on the outside is Boots and Bling. It is still Wicked Road. Wicked Road leads. Let's Enjoy now is rolling off cover and is moving up. Let's Enjoy is coming after Wicked Road. Then Calico Sealster trying to drive through on the inside. Racing position 3rd. Windermere Classy. Lady Wicked still covered up and need racing room on down the stretch drive. Let's Enjoy and Wicked Road. Up 3/4, 129-1. Let's Enjoy and Wicked Road. Let's Enjoy takes race number 1. Then it is Calico Sealster. And then we had Wicked Road and Lady Wicked, 157-4. There's the winner, 1 Let's Enjoy. Jason Ryan, the winning driver for Jacques Dupont. Let's Enjoy is a 4-year-old Better is Delight Bay mare, and it is the 5th win lifetime. First race payouts: 1 Let's Enjoy, 780, 420, 410. 8 Calico Silters, 1760 and 880. And 7 Wicked Road, $3, $2 exactor, 89.60. Dollar try, 125.10. Dollar Super, 319.45. First race, or finish from the top, 164,879,325. That's 164,879,325 on the bottom. Field for the second race on post break. One is by Maserati, Bertie Colliers for Frank Mancini and Jennifer Libby. Number 2 is Dinner Dancing, Mark McDonnell for Gord McDonald. 3 is Jules Diamond Eyes, Jason Ryan for Brett Lester and Rebecca Williamson. Number 4, Faithful's Nola, Brett McDonough for Ernest Nucio. 5 is Salzburg Diva, Paul McKenzie for Vern Cochran and Edward Gork. Number 6, She's Lawless, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence and Shengo. And number 7 is Lucura Chapeau, Scott Culver, Jason Woodward, and Gavin Christie. It's a field of 7 for race number 2. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 5, Salzburg Diva. Only scored a 4th last time out, but left from post position 7. A little bit better post position here, but you see lots of good form starting back into the middle of November. On the program page, you see 3 wins, a couple of seconds, and a third since the middle of November. Salzburg Diva, I think, will bounce back and be a very big factor back in the same class. Salzburg Diva and Paul McKenzie likely to get off the gate strongly. Salzburg Diva and Paul McKenzie for Vern Cochran, 5-2. Number 3, Jules Diamond Eyes, is one that was racing well. Now, the last race at Mohawk not quite as good as the previous one. Last time we saw this one here was in a class above this one and finished 3rd. And so I think that Jules Diamond Eyes, I believe, has a pretty strong chance in here to be a solid player and is on the board right now at 4-1. Number 2, Dinner and Dancing, raced in the bottom class last race to finish 2nd, led a long way, just got caught at the finish by Captain Chloe, who's been really good of late. Dinner and Dancing moves up, but has gate speed and a good post and might be able to get a trip on the back of Salzburg Diva. And Dinner and Dancing is 9-1, some value there. And 4, Faithful's Nola, also moving up off a couple of good races. Faithful's Nola is currently 5-1. Gate is rolling for race number 2. My Maserati, Dinner and Dancing, and Jules Diamond Eyes on the inside with Faithful's Nola and Salzburg Diva in the center. And to the outside, She's Lawless and Lucura Chapeau. Field of 7, race number 2. Here they come. And my Maserati made a bobble, but managed to recover. And it is Salzburg Diva to blast out with Dinner and Dancing. Salzburg Diva is going to come out and get the lead. Dinner and Dancing is racing second, then Jules Diamond Eyes is third away. My Maserati has recovered from an early bobble to race 4th, and then Faithful's Nola, She's Lawless, and Lucura Chapeau. And they race their way on into the backstretch, and Salzburg Diva leads as they hustle on to the opening quarter. Dinner and Dancing at 11-1 is tracking in behind the favored Salzburg Diva, who's 3-5, and Jules Diamond Eyes third, 28-2 opening quarter. My Maserati is fourth, and then it's Faithful as Nola, She's Lawless, and Locura Chapeau. Salzburg Diva, Paul McKenzie fronting the field, bleed of a length and a half over Dinner and Dancing. Jules Diamond Eyes to the inside third. My Maserati, Faithful as Nola, and then She's Lawless on the outside, and Locura Chapeau up the pylons, but Salzburg Diva is doing the work on top right now as they come up to the half. Salzburg Diva, lead of a length and a half, and Dinner and Dancing on the inside, but now My Maserati has come on the outside to take over second. Dinner and Dancing is on the inside, racing position third, half of 59. Jules Diamond Eyes is fourth, and Faithful as Nola fifth, but second over and gapped in the cover. Locura Chapeau, She's Lawless on the outside, trailing. It is Salzburg Diva. My Maserati is trying to come forward, but Salzburg Diva looks sharp. Paul McKenzie looks over his right shoulder to survey the field. Right now, there's not a lot to see because Salzburg Diva is starting to get away. Dinner and Dancing on the inside reclaims second. My Maserati is third. Jules Diamond Eyes is fourth. Then Faithful is Nola, Locura Chapeau, and She's Lawless. And 3/4, 127-4. Salzburg Diva continuing, and now Dinner and Dancing has popped out of the pocket off a good trip. On down the stretch road they come. Salzburg Diva, Dinner and Dancing. Dinner and Dancing trying to close. Salzburg Diva on the inside. Jules Diamond Eyes. Salzburg Diva, Dinner and Dancing. Salzburg Diva and Dinner and Dancing in a photo. Jules Diamond Eyes and My Maserati, 158 flat. There's the winner, number 5, Salzburg Diva. Paul McKenzie is the winning driver. Salzburg Diva is a 6-year-old Big Jim brown mare owned by Edward Gork, trained by Vern Cochran. It's the 14th win for Salzburg Diva. Mile of 158 flat. Second race payouts: 5 Salzburg Diva, 350, 250, 220. 2 Dinner and Dancing, 620 and 370. And 3 Jules Diamond Eyes, 260. $2 exactor, 1680. Dollar try, 31.45. Dollar super, 94.20. 20-cent super is 18.84. $2 double is 20.40. Second race over a finish from the top. 423 5167. That's 423 5167 on the bottom. Field 4, race number 3 is on parade. 1 is Emilia, Mark McDonnell for Rod Boyd and Matthew Harrison. Number 2 is Secret Sunrise, Sammy Fillier for Stephen Doyle and Christine Doyle. Number 3 is Cat's Treasure, Steve Houdon for Andrew Pike and Vince Lombardi and Chris Menina. And number 4 is Fastlane Jane, Scotty Gulliver, Gord Dantzitovi, and Peter Albrecht. Number 5, Destiny Road, Dale Spencer, Kelly Duval-Lakai. Number 6 is Sister Golden Hair, Brady Golliers for Courtney Bishop, Nicole Loeffler, and Kevin Stevens. And number 7 is Borrowed Angel, Anthony Hunt for Brenda Duncan and David Duncan. To get a look at this field, and we'll start with number 6, Sister Golden Hair, 4-1 on the board. Won at London, dominating wind last time out. Now, mileage is 2:02 and 4, but the track was listed as heavy and off 4 seconds, so you got to take that into account. And Sister Golden Hair is one that certainly had a nice turnaround. Didn't look very sharp here, but that was in the non-winners of 2. Now this is the maiden class, raced here before that try at London last race, so I could give this one a big boost and back into the maiden class. Brady Gollier for Courtney Bishop. I like Sister Golden Hair in here, 4-1. Number 1, Emilia. Early break last race, so not able to blast off the gate the way she can. Now with post position 1, I think Emilia will be flying early. Good chance to rebound nicely and be a factor. 2-5, though, I think is a little too low on Emilia, but I got regard for Emilia. Certainly, Emilia is one that has shown some pretty nice things here. You see starts from post 7, blasted to the front, second beaten half a length in this class, so Emilia 1-2. Number 5, Destiny Road, made a break last time home, but 2 starts ago stayed flat in this class and led a long way. Just got caught at the finish by Angels Among Us, who's a good one. So Destiny Road, 12-1. Destiny Road is a nice value play in here. And number 2, Secret Sunrise, making a first career start. 3 qualifiers to get ready, and shows some back halves. That last one had a 59 and 4 back half. Secret Sunrise, Sammy Fillier for Stephen Doyle, is currently 10-1. Gate is rolling for the 3rd. Emilia, Secret Sunrise on the inside. Cat's Treasure, Fastlane Jane, Destiny Road in the center. To the outside, Sister Golden Hammer and Borrowed Angel. Bobbles by Emily and Secret Sunrise before the start. And driving out is Destiny Road and Fastlane Jane. Destiny Road is able to grab the early lead. Fast Lane Jane is second away, and racing third is Sister Golden Hair. Then it is Cat's Treasure, Borrowed Angel, Emilia, and trailing the field is Secret Sunrise, and they race their way on to the opening quarter. Destiny Road at 3-1's got the lead. Destiny Road is on top past that opening quarter in 30 seconds with Fastlane Jane second. Sister Golden Hair forwardly plays third. Then it's Cat's Treasure and Borrowed Angel. Emilia is racing second from last, and Secret Sunrise is trailing. Emilia does pop to the outside now and is moving up. Still about 5 off the lead. The lead belongs to Destiny Road in front of Fastlane Jane. Sister Golden Hair is on the inside third and is going to come out now in front of Emilia and work first over. Emilia is second over fourth. Fifth of the inside is Cat's Treasure. Halftime 101 and 4, and they work their way up towards the 5/8. Destiny Road and Dale Spence has the front. Destiny Road leads it by just a length, though, and now here comes Sister Golden Hair. Fastlane Jane is third, and Emily is racing position fourth. Secret Sunrise and Cat's Treasure, and trailing is Borrowed Angel. Destiny Road, but Sister Golden Hair is destined to challenge now as they race on to 3/4. Destiny Road and Sister Golden Hair, the 3-5 favorite, is trying to wear down Destiny Road, who on the inside is trying to hold on. They share the lead. 3/4, 131 and 2, and right now it is Sister Golden Hair who's got the lead as they turn for home. Sister Golden Hair and Destiny Road racing second. Fast Lane Jane third. Sister Golden Hair fighting back is Destiny Road. Sister Golden Hair and Destiny Road, they're going to duel the finish, but Sister Golden Hair gets that Golden Hair in front and wins over Destiny Road. Fast Lane Jane and Emilia, 2 minutes and 3/5. Coming back in front of us, the winner of race 3, it's number 6, Sister Golden Hair. Brittany Colliers is the winning driver. 4-year-old Sunfire Blue Chip Bay mare, owned by Nicole Loeffler and Kevin Stevens. Courtney Bishop, the trainer. Sister Golden Hair's third win, mile, 2 minutes, 3/5. Fans, the inquiry summed up pertaining to the start between 1 Emilia and 2 Secret Sunrise. Fans note as it pertains to the inquiry, the judges ruling that there were no violations, there'll be no placing. 6-5-4-1, the top four. Third race payout 6. Sister Golden Hair, 320, 270, 210. 5 Destiny Road, 280, 240. And 4 Fastlane Jane, 290. $2 exact or $11.70. $1 try, $16.75. $1 super, $29.80. Third race, order of finish from the top, so 4573216. That's 4573216 on the bottom. Field on post parade for race number 4. 1 is Miss Dutton, Anthony Hahn from Egg Crone. Number 2 is Sweet Gadget, Steve Houdon for Laura Toscani. 3 is Voom Voom, Sammy Filia for Jared Mann and Allison Hepburn. Number 4 is Wildcat Delight, Jason Ryan for Ron McDonald and Brett McDonald. Number 6, La Petite Gray, Jay Harris for Francis Guillemette and Michelle Letendre. 5 is Tall Dark Latte, Tyler Moore for Redland Farms. It's a field of 6 for the fourth race. Let's get a look at this field. 1, Miss Dutton is currently the 8-5 favorite, and one that missed about 5 weeks before the last start, raced at Mohawk and finished a very game third, beaten just a length in 55. Big earner last year as well, earned more than $2,000 a start, and I think this is one that's got to be considered the one to beat. 9-5 on the board, because comes back now on a tighter rotation off that good start. And Miss Dutton, when you look down the page, you see some miles. October the 5th at Summerside, mile of 1:53.2 on that track. That's a pretty quick mile. Miss Dutton, 9-5. Number 4, Wildcat Delay, is one that's got some back class, 280,000 lifetime, and did finish a third last time out above this class. So Wildcat Delay coming down, and also has a win just 3 races to go. Wildcat Delay, Jason Ryan for Ron McDonald, is currently 4-1. Others to get a look at. Number 3, Voom Voom, is one that did blast out last time and led a long way in this very class and finished as second. I thought Voom Voom really acquitted herself well and probably will blast off the gate again. And this is certainly a solid shot to maybe wire this field. And racing for a barn that had a huge win percentage last year, that of Jared Mann. Semi Filia driving Voom Voom 5-2. And number 5, Tall Dark Latte, back-to-back thirds. Never mind, 3 in a row, finishing third. Tall Dark Latte, Tyler Moore driving and training this one. Also one that's got to be a consideration. 5-1. Now number 6, La Petite Gray, is the 9-5 betting favorite, but I'm on number 1, Miss Dutton, 2-1. Gate is rolling for race number 4. Taking up their positions. It'll be Miss Dutton, Sweet Gadgets on the inside. In the center, Voom Voom and Wildcat Delight. To the outside, Tall Dark Latte and La Petite Gray. Field of 6 for race number 4. There at the start of the rough, and Wildcat Delight will drive out with Voom Voom, Tall Dark Latte, La Petite Gray, Miss Dutton, and Sweet Gadgets. And they work their way on around the turn, and Voom Voom was able to zoom out to take a lead of about 2 1/4. Wildcat Delight is racing second, Tall Dark Latte third. Miss Dutton is fourth, and then La Petite Gray and Sweet Gadgets. They work their way past that opening quarter. Voom Voom is 8-5 on the board and leads by 2 1/4. Wildcat Delight is racing second. Tall Dark Latte third. Miss Dutton is fourth, and then it's La Petite Gray and Sweet Gadgets, and they race their way off the turn, coming up towards the half off that 28 opening quarter. Voom Voom with the lead over Wildcat Delight at 2 lengths right now, and then on the outside, Miss Dutton now is coming first over. He's moved up to take over third. Tall Dark Latte is fourth, and La Petite Gray follows Miss Dutton. Sweet Gadgets is well back trailing the field. 58-3 is the halftime, and they work their way on into the back stretch. It is Voom Voom who's got the lead. Voom Voom is out now in front by 4. Wildcat Delight is second. Miss Dutton is third. Tall Dark Latte, La Petite Gray, and Sweet Gadgets. Voom Voom leads as they hustle their way on towards 3/4. Voom Voom, Wildcat Delight, Miss Dutton, Tall Dark Latte, La Petite Gray, and Sweet Gadgets. Voom Voom by the 3/4, 127, still leads by 2 1/4. Wildcat Delight is second. Miss Dutton is third. Tall Dark Latte, La Petite Gray, out 3 wide and closing ground, and then Sweet Gadgets, but it is still Voom Voom, the one to be. Voom Voom, Wildcat Delay, and Tall Dark Latte. Voom Voom trying to get the final distance as they come to the finish, but now coming is Wildcat Delight. Wildcat Delight wins, and then Voom Voom and Tall Dark Latte and Miss Dutton won 57-3. There's the winner, number 4, Wildcat Delight. Driving double for Jason Ryan. Wildcat Delight's a 9-year-old Better's Delight Bay Mare, owned by Brett McDonald, trained by Ron McDonald. Wildcat Delight, victorious in 157-3. Price is number 4, Wildcat Delight, 1060 for 83.50. 3, Voom Voom, 320, 240, and 5, Tall Dark Latte, $6. $2 exactor, $19.90. Try, $49.75. Super, $237.90. 20-cent super, $47.58. Pick 3, $59.80 on 3 of 3. Fourth race, order finish from the top. So 452-136. That's 452-136 on the bottom. Field 4, race number 5 on parade. 1 is A Pinch of Salt. Dale Spence for Paul Meegans and Faith Meegans. Number 2 is I Wish I Had a Me, Malik Smith for Tyler Schlafman. Number 3 is Page Rock Scissors, Brady Colliers for Michael Pattison. Number 4 is Irate, Jason Ryan for Jason Woodward and Sheldon Rose. 5 Isn't Easy, Scott Coulter for Paul Coulter. 6 is Little Mary, Mike Salas drives and trains and owns. Number 7 is Rick Cassidy, Paul McKenzie for Mike Rive, Gary Silifant. 8 is Bookie Baby, Mark McDonnell for Phil Houdon and Jennifer Miller. And 9 is Greystone Playgirl, Steve Houdon for Laura Toscani and John Henderson. It's a field of 9 for race number 5. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 4, Ivory, who comes in with 3 consecutive top 3 finishes, and all of them were in this bottom class. Another start at this level. Last time it had the trailer post, and now gets a nose on the gate. I think has a pretty solid shot in here, 4-5, the favorite. 5 Isn't Easy. Well, last race things weren't easy, but this is one that was racing relatively well before that last race, could bounce back. In fact, you see this one being second, beaten just half a length in a non-winners at 2, December the 13th. I think should fit well here, and is 12-1. That's a nice price for Isn't Easy. Number 1, A Pinch of Salt, did not have a good go of things at all last time out, but had been off a bunch of time, about 3.5 weeks, so now comes back just 7 days later. Maybe could rebound. This is one that has flashed a little bit of late. A Pinch of Salt on the inside, longer play. I think belongs somewhere on the ticket. Dale Spence for Paul Meegans. I expect a better outing here this evening from A Pinch of Salt, 25-1. And number 3, Page Rock Scissors, well, is one that you do see this one finishing 4th in back-to-back starts at the end of November and December. Maybe can come back to that. After the first couple in here, there's not a lot in the way of form, and I think maybe Page Rock Scissors 7-2 can be a factor and is getting a fair amount of love. But number 4, Ivory, my top one is 4-5. Gate is rolling for race number 5. A Pinch of Salt, I Wish I Had a Me, and Page Rock Scissors on the inside. Irene Isn't Easy. In the center, the outside, Little Mary, Street Cassidy, Bookie Baby, and the second-tier Greystone Playgirl. Field of 9, race number 5, here they come. Field for the fifth race is at the start of the rough, and I wish I had me an Ivory and Page Rock Scissors and a pinch of salt as they drive on into that first turn. But right now it is I wish I had me with the inside advantage with the front. Ivory is second. Then on the inside, a pinch of salt is third. Page Rock Scissors fourth away. Then Isn't Easy, Greystone Playgirl, Little Mary Street Cassidy, and Bookie Baby. And Ivory now is going to come on and drive up and take the lead. Ivory is able to clear to the front of her. I wish I had me. Ivory's 1-2 on the board. I wish I had me at 20-1. It's right there, nose to helmet in the pocket, and a pinch of salt at 45-1 is third. Racing fourth is Page Rock Scissors, and then Isn't Easy, Greystone Playgirl, Little Mary Street Cassidy, and Bookie Baby. And the field works their way around the turn of a 28 opening quarter. Ivory, the 1-2 favorite with the lead. In front of I Wish I Had Me and a Pinch of Salt is racing position to third. Then Page Rock Scissors now is angled to the outside in front of Isn't Easy as they work their way on past the half in 59-1. And it is still on top. Ivory, unchallenged just yet, leads by 2. I Wish I Had Me's racing the pocket. A Pinch of Salt is third. And racing for his Page Rock Scissors. Little Mary fifth. Then Isn't Easy and Street Cassidy, Greystone Playgirl, and Bookie Baby went off stride. It is Ivory who leads as they race their way on up by 3/4, 128-4. Ivory leading now by about 2.5 or 3 over I Wish I Had Me. Isn't Easy to come on the outside and take over third. Page Rock Scissors fourth, and now Greystone Playgirl and Little Mary, Street Cassidy, and a pinch of salt, and they work their way on down the stretch drive with Ivory well in front now. Ivory getting a bit of urging though after doing some work early, and Ivory's going to continue on gamely. Ivory is going to win it by a widening about 5 or 6 lengths, and then Greystone Playgirl Isn't Easy finishing third, 158-3. There's the winner, Ivory, driving hat trick for Jason Ryan. And Ivory is a 4-year-old McWicked Bay mare owned by Sheldon Rose, trained by Jason Woodward. Ivory, it is the 5th win for Ivory, 158-3. Fifth race payouts for Ivory, $3 to 22.10. 9 Greystone Playgirl for $83.50. 5 Isn't Easy, 210. $2 Exactor, 15.30. Dollar Try, 30.75. 20-cent High Five, 48.40. 20-cent Pick 5, 61.42. Fifth race order finish from the top. 954-137-862. That's 954-137-862 on the bottom. Field for the sixth on parade. 1, Tobin Swish, Scott Culver, Tom Gino, and Barbara Bryan. 2 is Gimme a Corona. Steve Houdon for Sheldon Rose. 3, Century Vanna, Mark McDonnell for Robert Jenkins Jr. 4 is Kitty's Column, Jay Harris for Cameron McQueen and John McQueen and Gregory Tuckwell. 5 is Muktuk Annie, Bertie Golliers for Gary Murner and Dean Larkin. Number 6, Funny Business, Sammy Fillier for Pat Rouleau and Stephanie DiPietro and Don Carswell and Henry Vertoli. 7 is Nasty Reputation, Gary Rive for Ashley and Matthew Rive Bohanec. 8 is Solid as a Brick House, Jason Ryan for Shing Barrington and Max Stable. And number 9 is Misbelieving, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence and Brian Ramsey and Allison Ramsey. To get a quick look at this field for race number 6, we're close to post time. We'll start with number 5, Muktuk Annie. Well, won here last time out, blasted to the front and was able to hold on. That was the second start for Gary Murner. Had a start at Mohawk that didn't go well, but then came back just 5 days later and raced very well here. I think Muktuk Annie, back in the same bottom class, has a good chance to possibly double up. Muktuk Annie is 3-1. Number 4, Kitty's Column, did win 9 times last year, had a good year last year. Ended the season, though, the last few starts not quite as sharp, but still, Kitty's Column, Jay Harris for Cameron McQueen, I think fits well in here and could bounce back. 7-2. Number 6 is Funny Business and has been racing consistently well. Got the last laugh here 2 races ago to win by 2.5 lengths. Funny Business with Sam Fillion for Pat Rouleau. Definitely a contender in this group as well. 5-2 on the board. And then one more is number 9, Misbelieving. Has been racing well, but the trailer post makes it a little hard to believe. But this is one that raced from a trailer post and got a 4th back December the 10th in this class. And still overall, the recent body of work is pretty good. Misbelieving and Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence is currently on the board at 5-1. is rolling for race number 6. Tobin Swish, Give Me a Corona, Century Havana on the inside. In the center, Kitty's Column and Muktokanny. To the outside, Funny Business, Nasty Reputation, Solid as a Brick House, and the second tier, Misbelieving. It's a field of 9 for race number 6. Kitty's Column blasting out with Muktokanny. Solid as a Brick House. Then Funny Business, and along in the center of the rack is Misbelieving, and on the inside, Tobin's Wish. But right now, it is Muktokanny who's come on to take the lead. Kitty's Column is second away. Still driving on the outside is Misbelieving, and Misbelieving is now second. Kitty's Column is third. Then it is back to Tobin's Wish and Funny Business and Gimme a Corona. Then Century Havana, Nasty Reputation, and Solid as a Brick House, and now Misbelieving at 8-1 is able to drive on and grab the lead from Muktokanny, who quickly comes right back out to retake the lead. 28-1 opening quarter, and it is now Muktokanny 4-5 on the board, back on top with Misbelieving second. Here comes Kitty's Column out and driving now. Quickly surging up against Muktokanny. Kitty's Column and Muktokanny. They're dueling on up towards the half. Then racing third is Misbelieving. Funny Business outside fourth. Tobin's Wish is fifth. Then Give Me a Corona and Century Havana. Nasty Reputation and Solid as a Brick House. Halftime 58-3, and they work their way on into the backstretch, and Muktokanny is leading still. Muktokanny, Kitty's Column dueling. Misbelieving is third, and Funny Business on the outside is getting up a little bit closer. Then Tobin's Wish is fifth, and Give Me a Corona sixth. Seventh is Century Havana. Trailing pair, Nasty Reputation and Solid as a Brick House. Muktokanny continues gamely on. Funny Business moving up on the outside, trying to get the last laugh in the sixth race. 127-3 the three-quarter time. And Funny Business now is moving on the outside, and Muktokanny on the inside. Funny Business is able to come on and get the lead, and Funny Business on down the stretch drive. Muktokanny, Funny Business and Muktokanny dueling to the finish, but Funny Business is all business now and is going to win this over a game. Muktokanny, then it was Gimme a Corona and Misbelieving. Mile of 158-3. Funny Business. There's a look at Funny Business. Sammy Filia, the winning driver. Funny Business, 4-year-old He's Watching Bay Mare by Stephanie DiPietro and Don Carswell and Henry Vertoli. Pat Rouleau is the trainer. It's the sixth win for Funny Business. Mile of 158-3. Sixth race payout 6 funny business. 790, 330, 250, 5 Muktocandy, 230, 210, 2 Gimme a Corona, 430. $2 exactor, 21.60. Dollar try, 123.05. Dollar super, 442.05. 20-cent super is 88.41. 20-cent pick four, 37.09. Sixth race order finish from the top. 836 521 974. That's from the top down. 836 521 974 on the bottom. field for race number 7 on parade. 1, Watch Me Dance, Paul McKenzie for Michael Patterson. 2 is Ireland Sealster, Mark McDonnell for Gord McDonald. 3 is Easy Breezy Beautiful, Sammy Filia for Phil Coleman. 4 is Clodum Bayama, Scott Quilvergy Chrétien. 5 is Risk of Thunderstorm, Jay Harris for Tamara Kasarik. And number 6, Tells Bells, Brady Golliers for Blake McIntosh. Number 7, Cora, Jason Ryan for Shane Barry in a back stable. Field of 7 for race number 7. Let's get a look at this field. We'll start with number 5, Risk of Thunderstorm. And, well, one that is currently 6-1 on the board, but did win 2 races ago. Now has changed venues and comes in here and makes the first start in Ontario. 8-time winner last year, and last time this one raced was December the 12th, so might need a start, but still overall, when you look down at the speed and the overall body of work, I think this is one that has a pretty decent shot in here and is offering a bit of a price at 6-1. Number 7, Cora, raced very well here 3 races ago to win, but then the last 2 races, they weren't good. But this is one also that did win 9 of 40 starts last year, 17 top 3 finishes, and took a mark of 51-3 at Mohawk. So I think 3 Coras could bounce back and be very much a factor and is even money on the board. Number 4, Clodum Bayama, good form, consistently good form over the last 7 or 8 races, and Clodum Bayama is one that was a very competitive second last time out in this class. Scotty Quilvergy Chrétien, and this is a classy 13-year-old veteran. Clodum Bayama is 9-1. Raced well last start. It could be value in there. And number 2, Ireland Sealster, was a winner in the bottom class 3 races ago, then moved up. The last couple of starts did not fare well, but maybe Ireland Sealster can bounce back. Has an inside post position and might flash some gate speed. Ireland Sealster, Mark McDonnell for Gord McDonald, and Ireland Sealster 7-2. Fans went to 7, Cora, but I'm trying 5, Risk of a Thunderstorm, Jay Harris for Tamara Karasek. Gate is rolling for the 7th. Watch Me Dance in Ireland Sealster. On the inside, Easy Breezy Beautiful, Clodum Bayama, and Risk of a Thunderstorm in the center. The outside Tells Bells and Cora. Field of 7 for race number 7. Field is at the start on the rough, and Risk of Thunderstorm is driving out with Clodum Bayama. Then Ireland Sealster on the inside. Clodum Bayama is able to grab the early lead. Ireland Sealster second. Risk of Thunderstorm is racing third. Tells Bells fourth. Easy Breezy Beautiful is fifth. Then it is back to Cora, and Watch Me Dance is trailing. And Ireland Sealster now is pressing on the outside. 9-2 on the board. Ireland Sealster is going to grab the lead from Clodum Bayama. Leads at a length and a half, and Risk of a Thunderstorm is racing third. Then Tells Bells and Easy Breezy Beautiful and Watch Me Dance, and Cora is trailing the field. 28-1 opening quarter. Ireland Silver leads as they come off the turn. Clodum by Emma, and Scotty Coulter is racing second on the back of Mark McDonnell and Ireland Silver. And then Risk of Thunderstorm and Jay Harris is third. Tells Bells is positioned fourth, and then Easy Breezy Beautiful. And then Three Chorus on the outside second from last. And Watch Me Dance is trailing 58-4 halftime, 30-3 second panel breather. Ireland Silver leads on past the 5-8. Then Clodum second. Risk of Thunderstorm is racing third, but is right now 4.5 off the lead. And then it is Tells Bells, and on the outside, Cora. Then Easy Breezy Beautiful and Watch Me Dance. But Ireland Silver continues on. Ireland Silver, Clodum by Emma, racing second, staying close, 1:20-1 the three-quarter time. Risk of Thunderstorm is third. Then Cora, Tells Bells, and Watch Me Dance, and Easy Breezy Beautiful. Ireland Silver sharp to the top of the stretch. Off that three-quarters, 1:28-1, they turn for home. Here comes Clodum by Emma off the trap. Ireland Silver, Clodum by Emma trying to close. Ireland Silver on the inside is trying to hold on. Clodum by Emma's getting closer. Clodum by Emma is going to come on and win it. Ireland Silver second. Then Risk of Thunderstorm and Tells Bells, 1:58-1. Coming back in front of us, the winning driver Scotty Coulter with 4 Clodum by Emma. 13-year-old Better's Delight Baymare, owned and trained by Guy Chrétien. First win of the season, 30th lifetime. Clodum by Emma and Scotty Coulter in 1:58-1. Seventh race payouts for Clodum by Emma. 720, 390, 260 to Ireland Silver, 340, 270. 5 Risk of Thunderstorm, 440. $2 exactor, 36.10. Tribe, 92.60. Super, 335.65. 20-cent Super, 67.13. 7-3 Sohra finish from the top. 6-2-7-1-3-4-5. That's 6-2-7-1-3-4-5 in the bottom. Field on post parade for the 8th. 1, The Divine Miss M, Paul McKenzie for Randy Earl and Corey Guthrie. Number 2 is Black to Reality, Jason Bryan from Mary Landberg and Nora Parks and James Grant. Number 3, Treasures Watching, Andre Goy drives and trains for Don Leschied. 4 is Layla Blue, Mark McDonnell for Gordon McDonald and Doug Good. 5 is Just One Bite, Semi-Filia for Ron McDonald and Shenko. Number 6, Waiting on a Woman, Jay Harris for Jody Cullen and Ron Cullen and Travis Cullen. And number 7 is I'm Diabolical, Dale Spence for Brenda Duncan and Dave Duncan. Field of 7 for race number 8. Let's get a look at this field for the 8th dash. We'll start with number 6, Waiting on a Woman. Why not start there? Because this is a mare that's been racing consistently well for a while now. And look at last year, 22 top 2 finishes in 40 starts and comes in with 4 consecutive runner-up finishes. Now, Waiting on a Woman, the ones that beat Waiting on a Woman, Just One Bite is the last one. Starts to the inside of her, but the others, Lines, Bends, and Sunshine Magic, and Lisa's All In. Those 3 not back in here. So Waiting on a Woman, I think there's a good shot in here. Jay Harris driving and is 5-2. Number 5, Just One Bite. 3 wins in the past 4 starts. Beat Waiting on a Woman the last time out and also won 2 starts ago. So certainly comes in great form. Gets off the gate very well. Just One Bite, a pocket ride in each of the last couple. In fact, those 3 wins, each occasion got away second. Just One Bite and Semi-Filia from post 5. Likely to blast early. Semi-Filia for Ron McDonald. Ron's barn is off to a flying start to the year with 20 starts, has a 377 training average. Just One Bite is 2-1. Number 1, The Divine Miss M, did not enjoy post position 7 last race, but the starts before that, back-to-back wins, now is moving up in class, but nonetheless, The Divine Miss M from an inside post is one that could rebound nicely. Won 8 out of 20 starts last year. The Divine Miss M and Paul McKenzie for Randy Earl, 7-1. That might be the value play. No value on the 5 or the 6. And also number 2, Black to Reality, is one that overall had a good year last year. 39 starts, 54,000 made. But 4 wins during those 39, but certainly can be used on the ticket. The last race wasn't great at all, but it was post 8. I think I could give Black to Reality a pass on that one and think that this mare will come back and be a contender for a shot somewhere on the ticket. Black to Reality and Jason Rhyme. Jason's having a good night and 2-1. Gate is rolling for race number 8. The Divine Miss M, Black to Reality on the inside. In the center, Treasures Watching, Layla Blue, Just One Bite. And to the outside, Waiting on a Woman and I'm Diabolical. Field of 7 for race number 8. Field for the 8th race. Into the stretch drive, gathering speed. There at the start of the rough, and Layla Blue is going to get out well with Just One Bite. Then Treasures Watching and Waiting on a Woman is 4th away. Black to Reality. The Divine Miss M and I'm Diabolical is back trailing the field. Just One Bite is able to come on and grab the early lead. Layla Blue at 10-1 is second behind the 6-5 Just One Bite. And Layla Blue took out right now and is going to come back around. Layla Blue is going to be on top and Just One Bite is going to race from the pocket. Then racing third is Long Shot Treasures Watching. Waiting on a Woman, even money on the board, is positioned to 4th. Then a gap of 2 or 3. Black to Reality, The Divine Miss M and I'm Diabolical. Layla Blue has the lead right now for Mark McDonnell. leading just one bite in semi-filia by a length and three quarters. They come off the turn. Racing third, Treasure's Watching. In front of Waiting on a Woman. The Divine Miss M is on the outside and is going to follow Waiting on a Woman, who took out. Waiting on a Woman is first up, racing fourth now. The Divine Miss M is fifth, 58 and 4 halftime. A 30 and 2 second panel. Trailing Power, Black to Reality, and I'm Diabolical. It's Layla Blue still at the front as they race on down the backstretch. Layla Blue, but Waiting on a Woman on the outside is now moving and getting up closer with every stride. Layla Blue, Waiting on a Woman, racing position second. Just one bite is biding time of the pocket as they race on to three quarters, but Layla Blue is still game. Layla Blue, just one bite. Waiting on a Woman and Treasure's Watching, and the Divine Miss M. Three quarters, 127 and 2. And Layla Blue, the others still have some work to do because Layla Blue leads a length and three quarters as they turn for home. Waiting on a Woman and just one bite in pursuit on down the stretch route they come. Layla Blue, just one bite up the inside. Waiting on a Woman, Layla Blue, and just one bite as they come to the finish. Layla Blue holds on and wins it. Just one bite was second, then Waiting on a Woman. And Treasure's Watching 156 and 4 for Layla Blue. Coming back in front of us is the winner of race 8 for Layla Blue, Mark McDonnell. The winning drive, Layla Blue, 9-year-old Art Major Bay Mare, owned by Doug Good of Chatham. Gord McDonald is the trainer. It is the 20th win lifetime for Layla Blue. Eight threes pounds for Layla Blue. $19, 360, 325. Just one bite, 290, 246. Waiting on a Woman, 270. $2 exactor, 27.40. Dollar try, 38.55. Dollar super, 251.50. 20-cent super, 50.30. Eighth race, so for a finish from the top, 564-1237. That's 564-1237 on the bottom. Field for the ninth race on parade. One is No Money Honey, Dale Spence for Mackenzie Spence and the Cardinal Stable, and Michael David Morris. Number 2 is Three Gems, Darren Rayner for Mary Harris. And number 3 is Time Waits on No One, Pretty All Yours for Cameron McQueen and Paige Vandal Peepers. 4 is Captain Chloe, Scott Kohler for Caitlin Graham. Number 5, Little Bearcat, Paul McKenzie for Brett Lester and Michelle Tart. Number 6 here is The Thing, Jason Ryan for Courtney Bishop and Nicole Loeffler and Kevin Stevens. Number 7, Rambert and Rose, Sammy Filia for Pat Rouleau and Stephanie DiPietro and Don Carswell and Henry Vertoli. And number 8, Lucy and Ethel, Mark McDonnell for Gord McDonald and Doug Good. It's a field of 8 for race number 9. To get a look at this field for the 9th race, we'll start with number 4, Captain Chloe. You got to start there. This is one that's got 3 wins and a close second in the past 5 starts, and overall it's just been racing well. Had that one tough start 2 races ago, but then bounced back strongly last time out, and is one that gets another try in the bottom class, so good chance to score another win. Captain Chloe and Scotty Coulter, 6-5, the one to beat. Number 3, Time Waits on No One. He's got 38 lifetime wins and almost won 2 races ago at London. Second beaten a neck. Has had some tough posts the last few starts, but that one start 2 races ago was from a better post position. Came first up and was pretty game, so maybe now with post position 3, it's time for Time Waits and No One and Bertie Golliers for Cameron McQueen. This is one that did have 19 top 2 finishes in 41 starts last year. Number 6, Here is the Thing. Well, here's the thing about this horse. Was 3rd last time out. That was a nice bounce-back performance, a drop in class, and gets to stay in this bottom class. I think Here's the Thing as a contender. Jason Ryan looking to tack on another win this evening for Courtney Bishop. Here's the Thing. He is 10-1. And one more. How about number 8, Lucy and Ethel? Post 8 last time out did not deter this mare all that much. 3rd beaten just a length. Now, this is one that's got only 1 win in 43 starts, but did hit the top 3 at a reasonable rate. Then maybe Lucy and Ethel off that good last race can be flying late again and pick up a solid share. Lucy and Ethel and Mark McDonnell off of a win is currently on the board right now at 15-1. Mark McDonnell off of a win in just the last race with Layla Blue. Gate is rolling for race number 9. No Money Honey, Three Gems, Time Waits on No One on the inside. In the center, Captain Chloe, Little Bearcat. To the outside, Here's the Thing, Rambert and Rose, and Lucy and Ethel. It's a field of 8 for race number 9. Here they come. Field for the 9th race. In the stretch. No Money Honey is off stride. Driving out is Captain Chloe. Captain Chloe driving out with Here's the Thing. And pressing on the outside is Lucy and Ethel, who's getting out well from an outside post and is racing third, but is still on the outside. Then at his time waits on no one, and back to Little Bearcat and Three Gems and Flamboro and Rose. It is Captain Chloe with the lead. But Lucy and Ethel continues on. Lucy and Ethel, they're trying to drive up and take the lead. Lucy and Ethel 35-1 has the front, but Captain Chloe has popped back out and is going to reclaim the lead. Captain Chloe is back on top. Lucy and Ethel is second, and then racing third is Here's the Thing. Then Time Waits on No One, and Little Bearcat's quickly up and driving now strongly. And the trailing three are Three Gems, and then Flamboro and Rose, and No Money Honey. It's Captain Chloe who's got the lead. Driving on the outside, Little Bearcat. Opening quarter was 28-3. The halftime put up by Captain Chloe was recorded in 59-2. 30-4 is second panel. And now Little Bearcat has come on the outside to take second and is only about a length and a half off the lead of Captain Chloe. And on the inside, still in the pocket, is Lucy and Ethel. And Time Waits on No One is still waiting right now. Is situated second over fourth in a good spot. Then on the inside, Here's the Thing. No Money Honey. Back to Flamboro and Rose and Three Gems. Captain Chloe leading as they hustle on to three quarters. 1:29 the three-quarter time. And it is Captain Chloe. Long shot. Lucy and Ethel holding on to second. Little Bearcat center of the track. Time Waits on No One. Waiting no longer. Is out three wide. And then on the inside, Here's the Thing. And No Money Honey's closing some ground in Flamboro and Rose. Captain Chloe as they turn for home. Lucy and Ethel is coming to the outside. Captain Chloe and Lucy and Ethel as they come on to the finish. Captain Chloe, Lucy and Ethel is getting closer. Lucy and Ethel at 35-1 appeared to get there over Captain Chloe. Here's the Thing on the inside, 159-1. In the win photo, it went to number 8, Lucy and Ethel. Back in front of us is number 8, Lucy and Ethel. 5-year-old Always Be Mickey Bay mare. Mark Macdonell with the winning drive, taking races 8 and 9. Lucy and Ethel is owned by Doug Good and Gord McDonald, who's also the trainer. It's the third win lifetime for Lucy and Ethel. Long shot at 35-1. Ninth race payouts 8. Lucy Nathos 7610, 1290, 440. 4. Captain Chloe 250, 220. 6 years The Thing 350. $2 exactor 157.10. Dollar Try 843.25. Dollar Super 2327.70. 20 cent Super 465.54. Ninth race order of finish from the top is a 584-273-61. That's 584-273-61 on the bottom. Field for the 10th on parade. 1, Baby Bell. Mark McDonough for Jared Mann and Kimberly and Scott and Kelly McNiven and Doug Haywood. And number 2, Angels Among Us. Jason Ryan for Jody Collin and Ron and Travis Collin and Keith Hanna. Number 3 is Mo Wicked. Paul McKenzie for Terry Gallant. Number 4 is Emma Diva. Scott Culliver, Kelly Duval Lakai. Number 5, Beauty Wish. Gilles Bouvier drives and trains and shares an ownership with Todd Taylor. Number 6 is Sporty's Big Craze. Jay Harris for Francis Gibbett and Kevin Kerr. Number 7, Acquired. James Brady Golliers for Gregory Manning and Clayton Braybrook. 8 is Girl Swag. Ryan Guy for Steve Gasson and Beth Doyle and Robert Doyle. And 9 is HB Josephine. Sammy Filia for Gerard Demers and Clodamel. Field of 9, race number 10. Let's get a look at this field for the 10th and final dash. We'll start with number 9, HB Josephine. Well, the post position I don't think is going to suit HB Josephine very well, but I'm still willing to try this one on top because, man, she has looked really good and has 4 wins and 7 starts, as well as a couple of second-place finishes. And we'll see if Sammy Filia can work out a trip. Gerard Demers Barn is off to a flying start to 2026. HP Josephine 9-2. A value price if you think that Sammy can work out a trip, and I think he can. HP Josephine now falls to 5-2. Number 2, Angels Among Us. Certainly benefits by the poor draw of HP Josephine. Problem is, this is one that doesn't leave well, so the benefit is that HP Josephine will have to work harder, but Angels Among Us does work from off the pace and maybe will blast off the wings, but certainly you see back December the 27th had post 1 and got away 7th. But still, this is one that's had 4 starts and has 2 wins, a second and a third, all of them top 3 finishes. Angel Among Us. Jason Ryan looks for a 4th win of the evening, 9-2. Number 6, Sporty's Big Craze. This is one that, well, the last couple races didn't go well, but before that was really racing strongly. Then a couple of starts from the trailer post did in Sporty's Big Craze, but now gets her nose on the gate, one that likes to fly early. Sporty's Big Craze, I think 13-1. If you're looking for the sleeper value, it's right there because this is one that's probably going to get off the gate very well. It's sent up by Francis Gibbett, Jay Harris, Sporty Big Craze, big value, 13-1. Number 3, Mo Wicked. Well, third beaten a length just last time out at London, and also is one that was a winner at London 3 races ago. Mo Wicked was off about 5 weeks before that last start at London. That's pretty impressive. And Mo Wicked and Paul McKenzie is 5-1. But I love that price on Sporty Big Craze at 14-1. But I'm on 9 HP Josephine at 9-5. But if the prices were holding like this, I would certainly take the stab at the 14-1 because I do believe Sporty's Big Craze will be a big factor in this mile. It is rolling for race number 10. Baby Bell, Angels Among Us, Mo Wicked on the inside. Emma Diva, Beauty Wish to the outside, Sporty's Big Craze. Acquired Taste and Girl Swag. And the second tier, HP Josephine. It's a field of 9 for the 10th dash. They're gathering speed, approaching the start. They're at the start of the rough, and Emma Diva will leave out well. Sporty's Big Craze, and then third is Beauty Wish, and HB Josephine gets a well from the trailer post to be fourth right now as they work on around the turn, but Sporty's Big Craze and Jay Harris has the early lead. Emma Diva is second, Beauty Wish is third. HB Josephine doesn't want to sit fourth on the inside and is going to press right now and is moving up rapidly on the outside. Sporty's Big Craze at 16-1 with the lead, but temporarily because HB Josephine flying on the outside is going to take over 28-4 opening quarter. Sporty's Big Craze is second. Then Emma Diva is racing position to third. Fourth as they work around the turn is Beauty Wish, who's in front of Mo Wicked and Acquired Taste, and then well back Baby Bell, Angels Among Us, and Girl Swag is trailing the field. HB Josephine 9-5 on the boards got the lead. Sporty's Big Craze is racing second, and right now is about 2.5 lengths back, and then Emma Diva is third. Mo Wicked now is traveling to the outside and is going to have cover. Emma Diva took out and is racing third, and then on the outside Mo Wicked is racing about 5 or 6 off the lead, but still fourth is Beauty Wish. Mo Wicked is fifth, and sixth Acquired Taste, half of 59. The trailing three, Baby Bell, Angels Among Us, and Girl Swag, but HB Josephine is strong, and Emma Diva on the outside now is moving up. Emma Diva at 11-1 wants to tackle HB Josephine, and now there goes Beauty Wish on the outside. Sporty's Big Craze is less sporty now, is starting to back away. Acquired Taste is racing fourth, and now Angels Among Us has kicked in hardly and is a noted closer, and he's flying for Jason Ryan. The field turns for home. HB Josephine, Emma Diva on down the stretch drive, Acquired Taste, and here it comes. Angels Among Us and darting up the inside of Beauty Wish. As they come on to the finish, center of the track, Acquired Taste. Acquired Taste is going to acquire the win, and then Beauty Wish on the inside, and then Emma Diva 158-3. There's a look at the winner, and it is 7 Acquired Taste. Brady Collier's the winning driver. Acquired Taste is a four-year-old Better's Delight Bay mare by Clayton Braybrook. Gregory Manning is the trainer. It's the 7th win for Acquired Taste, a mile of 158-3. Note it is the driving double on the evening for Brady Colliers. 10th race, payout 7, Acquired Taste. 1340, 595.70. 5, Beauty Wish, $5.364. Emma Diva, $9.50. Be a pick 5 carryover of $2,784. $2 exactor, $84.20. Dollar try, $285.60. 20-cent high five, $701.28. $2 double is $374. Once again, note that pick 5 carryover into tomorrow evening, $2,785.31. Also note the dollar pick 3 is 2 of 3, $62.75. We had a 20-cent pick 4 that is 3 of 4. Note the pick 4, 3 of 4, $52.69 on the 20-cent ticket. Tenth race. Order of finish from the top. 6, 5, 8, 3, 2, 9, 1, 7, 4. That's once again from the top down. 6, 5, 8, 3, 2, 9, 1, 7, 4 on the bottom. That concludes the live harness racing program for this Saturday evening. Action resumes tomorrow, Sunday, first dash, 6:25 p.m. Good night, Shanna.